Welcome back to another Alliance War. This time around, 4 Loki is taking on J11 again for the third time of Season 1 so far. And I'm not even kidding, there's going to be a fourth time. Because this war that you're looking at right now, this actually happened about a week ago. And as I'm commentating on it right now, we are in the midst of our fourth war against J11. And I don't know the outcome of the fourth one yet, but it is very close. It's actually looking pretty good for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to upload both of these J11 wars back to back, just so that there's no confusion of which war people are watching. It's going to take my Alliance War uploads a little bit out of order, but you know, that's alright. Eventually I'll get all of these Alliance Wars uploaded anyway. I'll get back to it after this. But anyway, this first node is a Mephisto, and I brought in my blade here. Got the danger senses active. I actually have Mephisto on my own team as well, so it didn't matter which Mystic Champion was here, I was going to have Danger Senses active. And you're going to see it go to work in just a moment here, as Mephisto is going to pop his Special 2, and the aura doesn't even trigger. It kind of threw me off, because normally when the text pops up that says his aura of incineration activates, that's when I know to go in. That's my timing right there, and I was like surprised that it didn't trigger. And whenever that stuff like that happens when I'm using Blade, I don't know whether to laugh or cry, because you know it's funny that the ability just didn't activate and the fight's going to be that much easier for me. But then I also want to cry knowing just how good a 5-star Blade would be, how many potions and units I would save if I had that guy and everything. So yeah, it's one of those laugh and cry situations, but eventually I'll get him, so it's alright. First node is down. Now, I did not bring Mephisto just for the synergy with Blade. I brought Mephisto because I'm fairly certain that there's going to be a Medusa on my path, and I don't really want to chance it. You know, I had a spot on my lineup here because I didn't need to bring in Void for this war, so I figured, you know what? Let me bring in Mephisto to help deal with the potential Medusa that I'm going to be fighting. So yeah, that's why he's on the team, but that'll come in a couple of fights here. That is the most interesting fight of this Alliance War, by the way, whenever I get to that 5-star Cosmic node. So I go ahead and boost up, throw on a good amount of boost here, because of course we want to beat these guys. We've lost to them the past 2 wars, so boosting up. And this is just going to be another 4-star Mystic. And again, I had Danger Senses active. I knew I had Danger Senses active, but I figured, you know what, let me go in with Stark Spidey, just because if something catastrophic happened, you know, a 455 champion, there's just a little bit more of a cushion there in case things go wrong, where I'll be able to survive like an L3 or something like that, just a little bit easier than if I had Blade in with me. So go ahead with the Stark Spidey, and I didn't really build up poise charges this fight because she kept throwing heavy attacks. So I was like, all right, what else? You know, that's fine. I'll just punish those heavy attacks. And I don't know if that was the right play. Maybe I should have still backed off and just you know, built up more poise charges, because technically I could have got really unlucky and triggered multiple poisons on myself. I could have, you know, due to the increased number of attacks that I had to land, I could have pushed her to her L3, so I don't know what the right thing to do there was, but in either way, you know, whatever was the best option, it came out alright for me, and I didn't lose too much health there. So this next fight, we got the 5-star skill champ, and this is going to be a Kingpin, and this is why I did not bring in Void, because Void would get destroyed by Kingpin. Void would you know, have all of his debuffs just get shrugged off by this guy. The DPS would be super low with the class disadvantage. So yeah, I'm just going to go in with Stark Spidey. And I'm actually going to pop in Invulnerability Boost right now, not because of this Kingpin. I wasn't too worried about Kingpin here. It's more of a boost for the next fight, for that Medusa that's coming up. You know, but I might as well have it for this node as well. If I'm gonna pop it, just, you know, for that one node, I might as well have it active for 2, just as a little bit of an extra safety precaution. So just gonna build up some poise charges here, and if I have below 10 poise charges, I'm going to try my best to not evade his specials manually. I'm going to have Stark Spidey take the wheel so I can gain those poise charges. But there are going to be a few instances here where you can see I have 10 poise charges ready, so I don't let Stark Spidey do the auto evade thing, just in case he messes up and takes some block damage or something like that. You can see I still have 10 poise charges at the moment, so I'm going to do the same thing here. And this next time around, I make a little bit of a mistake. I only had 9. I should have tried to auto-evade more. I mean, the first 2 hits I tried, but didn't evade. Just ended up blocking them. But it doesn't really matter. You know, I've got the L2, put in some work. He's down below 50% at the moment, and I'm just hoping that he continues to throw his special ones to give me these openings to keep going in. It's especially nice when he throws the L1s that, you know, I don't have to trigger dexterity and give him the buffet healing. So the second half of this fight actually goes down really fast, the second half of his HP bar there. Kingpin can be a little bit tricky at times because he actually has additional power gain. But there are times where if the fight's in your control, it actually works against him, where it gives you more of those openings. So it just depends on how you're doing in that fight. Sometimes it messes you up, sometimes it helps you out. Alright, here we go. I still have the 3-minute boost active, so I'm not going to waste any time. I'm just going to jump right in against this Medusa. And it's actually Hyperion, and I'm like, oh no, you got to be kidding me. I ranked up Mephisto here specifically for this fight because I was pretty confident that it was going to be a Medusa. So I see this Hyperion and I'm like, oh crap, man. Mephisto's DPS is not really that high. Even though this guy has a lot of power gain, I have to play aggressive. I have to just hope that Hyperion continues to throw his specials, playing as aggressively as I possibly can here. You know, I'm going to pop my special 3 to get the permanent aura active. That will help out damage-wise. But you can see, you know, 30 seconds of this fight have gone by. He's only at 81% health. If I keep this up, I can win the fight, but I have to continue playing aggressive. And if he, for whatever reason, decides to not throw his special 1 or 2, gets to a special 3, I'm in trouble. Now, I do have the invulnerability boost active, so with the way Mephisto works here, you know, he's not going to one-shot me because of my charges that'll heal me up and everything. So, feeling a little bit alright, but you're going to see a big mistake coming up here in a second where he pops his special 2, and I didn't think it was going to connect, and sure enough, boom, man, connects, it stuns me. Not only does it stun me, there goes my invulnerability, and he's getting power like crazy because he gets full combos in. Throws this heavy, so of course he's not going to throw a special, and boom, he's at a special 3 already, just like that. So all of my safety nets gone, just like that, man. Man, I'm down to 1%, but of course this is just because of my charges, so I'm going to heal up. I pop my special. The fight's not over yet. I can gain some distance here with my special 3, and I just got to hope that he's willing to throw his specials and doesn't just get to a special 3, because if he gets to a special 3 now, the fight's over. But you can see, like, the clock is ticking. There's only 1 minute and 5 seconds left in this fight. He's still at 52% health. So there's no time to play it cautiously. There's no time to only do, you know, 2 or 3 hit combos. I gotta be pumping in the full 5 hit combos. I gotta be throwing my special 2 to get this extra aura damage going. And right here, his willingness to throw specials, it comes to an end, and I know I'm screwed at this point. I'm trying to get as much damage in as possible before he pops his special 3. I tried to do a 5-hit combo into my special 2 there, and I guess I just popped my special before my 5th hit connected, and yep, that's it. So that one mistake where I got nailed by his special 2 of all things, I was across the room. It's like never happened to me before, where I actually got nailed by that special, and that just sent that fight on a downward spiral. So, you know, trying to shake it off a little bit here, giving myself a few seconds to kind of collect my thoughts. But I know I've got my boost running. I know my invulnerability boost is no longer active, but I don't want to take too much time. Just kind of think over the fight. He's only got 33% health left. Stark Spidey, you know, should be able to handle this as long as he throws like 1 or 2 specials. I'm fine. I'm in the clear. Get a poise charge off that special 2. 5-hit combo going. Just want him to throw 1 more special. He's not throwing it, so I'm thinking, all right, let's drain his power. Let's get a parry stun going here. So get the parry stun, get the power drain, and from here the fight is over. He's only at 4% and he's down. So second fight. It wasn't even the cleanest of second fights there with that Stark Spidey. Things could have went poorly there too, but I was also boosted up, so I could have survived an L3. If it came down to it, I wasn't too worried about dying when Hyperion only had 33% health. All right, last node for my path here. This is a 5-star skill champion, and I'm not sure who's going to be here. I was pretty confident that it wasn't going to be a Kingpin, just because I already fought a Kingpin, And before I even started this war, I went through the whole list of 5-star skill champions, the possibilities, and none of them really seemed too threatening. And okay, it's just Black Panther Civil War here. So just gonna try to build to my special 2, try to build 10 poise charges, and let it rip. There is one thing that I'm a little bit worried about. You can see it's a little bit slow when he pops his special 1. If I'm auto evading the animation, I'm a little bit worried about going in after that if I get parried or something like that, just being a little bit too slow. That was the one real worry that I had. Of course, I know I can't parry this guy at all. I was a little bit slow on oh no, I parried accidentally! And he even put a bleed on me. And I'm thinking, oh god, I'm gonna die again. Let me just pop this special 2. Hopefully I get 2 crits. No, I only got 1 crit, so it's not going to be enough to finish him off. He almost actually got to a special 3 there. That was very, very close. I almost gave up another death here. If I could just get to a special 1 more time here, it'll be over. And luckily, I'm able to finish him off without embarrassing myself. Oh, man. That was almost really bad, because that is not a difficult fight. So if I died against that fight, I would have felt really bad. Really bad. What I was trying to say before I accidentally parried him, I knew I of course, not to parry that guy. It's the basics here in this game. But what I wasn't used to his second medium attack animation, so I wasn't really looking to punish that. I was really just trying to bait out heavy attacks. But anyway, this war is over. J11, they beat us for the 3rd time in a row. Again, the 4th war against J11 will be uploaded. We posted pretty soon. Still don't know who came out on top of that war. It's looking pretty good for us, so I'm kind of excited to see the results. But and by the time this war is uploaded, I'm sure the war will be over. But as of doing the commentary, it is not over. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in that next war video. Take care.